Welcome everybody. It is Business Monday. We're in the small business feature, and I'm Josh Fenton from GoLocal. Welcome to the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. With me is Brian Camper from Mobile Quest. Cool guy doing cool things, building cool business in Rhode Island. Let's talk a little bit about it. You're doing top level education, kind of adding the fuel to the fire of getting kids understanding, educated, building a love of science, technology, mathematics, etc. Talk a little bit about it.
Sure. What Mobile Quest is we do STEAM. And so STEAM is, again, science, tech, engineering, arts, and math. So we really try to reach out to kids in kindergarten and 8th grade and try to find a way to engage them in just fun, entertaining ways. So that's what we're trying to do.
And when did you start the business?
The business itself was started in January 2017. We did some crowdfunding, we raised some funds, but we really started probably about April of this year, really running lots of programs and really getting the ball rolling.
Great. And talk about where are you? Where do you meet kids? How are the education programs put together? Who's your customer? You're a business.
Yeah, so I mean, it's in the name Mobile Quest, so we love to meet the students where they are. So we'll go to after school programs, libraries, community events, or run birthday parties. Really going to meet them wherever they are, and we're going to bring that learning environment to them.
And you go all over New England. You were at Wachusett?
Well, yeah, so I mean, we typically stay in Rhode Island, southern Massachusetts. This past weekend, we did have a really cool opportunity to go up to Kids Fest and run a STEAM Challenge course in partnership with the Girl Scouts.
Oh, great. Is that a big partnership, you and the Girl Scouts, and are there other nonprofits that you work with on a regular basis?
With the Girl Scouts, really working with their STEAM initiative, we've had the opportunity to work with a lot of troops, doing stuff with the Girl Scouts of Southeast New England. We're actually having a big event coming up in October. We're doing a STEAM Spooktacular.
A what?
Yes.
Say it again. A
STEAM Spooktacular. So we're gonna have.
Why don't we do fun things that go local like that?
So we have some really cool STEAM stuff with a little bit of a Halloween twist on it. So we're really excited about that.
Dominic, memo to the file. We want to do something with a cool name like that as well. Okay. Dominic. Dominic.
Yes.
Okay, great. Dominic's in on it. And you're the founder.
Yes.
Okay. And talk about how you staff this. You've got a lot of initiatives going on with different groups at different schools, etc. How have you built this from a staffing standpoint?
Sure. So right now we are using only certified teachers, mostly in the state of Rhode Island. We usually hire them as independent contractors, and so we want to make sure that all our programs are run by quality professionals. So that's what we're doing right now. We have about a staff of 7 or 8 teachers who are working with us in different cities and different communities.
And what's the long-term goal? Like, where do you think this can go? How big can you make it? And are you the only one in your space? Start with the first. How big can this grow?
We're really excited. I mean, the feedback we've got has been outstanding. So we're really excited about that. And as far as growth goes, we're just every day it seems like we're expanding. Reaching out to new outlets, different locations, so that's great. As far as competition, there's some different franchises that might hit on, science aspect or tech aspect, but what we do is we kind of have that whole encompass everything, which is really, really cool. So, and that's one of the reasons we started it. When we looked into it, there really wasn't anything like we are offering right now.
And what's your background?
I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for 12 years. I'm actually a phys ed teacher.
Nice.
So I'm a big fan of kinesthetic learning. I love to get everyone involved in learning in that hands-on aspect. So it's kind of where I'm at.
Did you get any phone calls today from maybe Bill Belichick at Foxborough to come up
I
there
would
and help them out with some math and science and counting and a bunch of other
after that game last night, maybe I can help them figure out how to get Gronk open on a few passes or try to find some angles for him to work open, so maybe we can talk to that. I would love to get a call from Coach Belichick.
How did you work with Commerce Corporation? Talk a little bit about that, and what was the good part of it? What was the hard part about it? What was the frustrating part about it?
Yeah, we did some crowdfunding. We obviously invested some of our own personal funds, but anytime you're starting a business, there's lots of expenses and lots
really?
of
I did not know that.
lots of startup costs. So we worked with Ron Commerce And they're awesome. We took advantage of their micro loan program, and they partnered us up with this great group called the Community Investment Corporation,
Right.
and their office based in Providence. And we worked with a gentleman named Buck Harris. He was awesome. He walked us through the process, explained to us everything. And what was really cool about it is, I feel a lot of times when you go through a loan, people are just purely looking at the numbers.
Yeah.
And I feel like Buck actually listened to our story, and we had what he believed in, what we wanted to do. So it was great.
So it's a total growth area. I mean, it's really a major focal point of where I think everybody understands that in order to build a sustainable economy in the United States, we've got to compete with other countries and really educate our students on science and technology, encouraging the arts as well, that sort of right brain analysis. When you start to think about how you scale the company, how do you look at it? Is it, I need to talk to more schools, I need to build the brand, I need to grow the geographic area? I mean, one of the great parts of this show is we really try and talk about how to grow companies, so other folks who are tuning in are going like, oh yeah, I hadn't thought of that before.
I mean, we want to make sure what we're doing right now is a very fine product and a good product. So we don't want to overexpand and try to put a watered down product out there, because we're really happy and proud about what we produce on a regular basis. So I think once we master and have a really good fine-tuned product, that's when we're going to start to expand, and you start to throw the word franchise out there and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's obviously down the road, but we're really happy with the rate that we're expanding at right now.
That's great. And biggest frustrations so far?
I mean, biggest frustrations I think is just time management. So I mean, I have a full-time job, and I'm doing this is also a full-time job, and trying to find a time to relax and spend time with your family. And so it's a home-based business too.
Do you understand you started a small business?
Yes.
Those things no longer exist?
Yeah, so
Thanksgiving between 1 and 4, and Christmas early in the morning.
Or when your living room is storage space and your spare bedroom is storage space. And so the wife is definitely making me go get the storage unit this week because she's done. So
that's great. You, as guest, I think have brought on the coolest looking prop. Can we see what the heck's going on here?
So this is one of our Dash robots, and this is actually part of one of the things that we were able to purchase with our microloan. We initially bought 8 of these, and this program has been so popular.
Yeah.
It's a coding program that we use for kindergarten through 8th grade, just to teach them the basics of coding. But it's so awesome because they'll build the code, and then all of a sudden, this guy Dash will do it. So we've expanded from 16, and we just went up to 24 because this program is so popular. It's one of the most popular programs that we have.
And what will Dash be able to do? Let's say a kindergartner, what could they make?
So what's really cool about this program, it's a company called Wonder Workshop. And they, with a kindergartner, they can literally drag their finger on a tablet, and they'll learn how to control Dash. And then you slowly build him up to where they'll start basic coding up until like 8th grade, where they're building complex sequences and everything like that.
Great. And what could the 8th grader do with it?
So the 8th grader could make it, you can do synchronized dances, you can add attachments to it where you can make them play a xylophone, launch stuff and everything like that. So it's
would I say a smart 8th grader? You could hook up my business with a smart 8th grader. Could we program Dash to replace Dominic?
I think Dominic is not.
Dominic is irreplaceable.
Exactly.
Okay, so Dominic's in, Dash is out for the short term.
Short term.
And we'll take it from there. As a person who's just started a small business, I think you no longer work for the man, but you are the man, so you have to curse yourself simultaneously. Give a couple of suggestions to people who are thinking about launching their own business, whether it's in a service like you're thinking about or something altogether different.
I mean, I think the best advice I ever got, you have to, if you're going to launch your own business, you have to be something that you're passionate in. So, I mean, don't just go out there and thinking, I'm trying to find something that's going to make me a quick buck.
Right.
Because you're eventually going to get frustrated and you're going to be upset. So, I mean, I'm passionate. I've been an educator for 12 years, and I'm super passionate about STEAM, and that's why this is what's being. And you have to be patient, too. Like, you don't think it's going to, you can't just snap your fingers and have money raining down on you. You gotta put the work in, you got to hustle, you got to do the grind, you can do the grit, and that's what it's all about.
That's great. Brian, I really appreciate you coming on.
Stay
right here. We're going to take a break for about 30 seconds. We'll be right back with some other entrepreneurs And thanks everybody for tuning in to Small Biz. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Thanks so much to Brian. Welcome back, everybody, to Small Biz on Business Monday. I'm Josh Fenton. We are in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center, talking about small businesses in Rhode Island, what's going on. Josh Bazar's here. Josh, you run one of the biggest jewelry companies in the country, the biggest importer of all types of the little gems coming out of oysters around the world.
A true product of Mother Nature. We are a pearl jewelry company. We are a B2B company, so we supply 3,000 of the finest jewelers across North America with their full pearl jewelry assortment. So, you know, it's a pretty interesting job. We're located right here in East Providence, Rhode Island, and I travel all over the world sourcing some of the most beautiful gemstones, the most rare exotic pearls, and it's a third-generation family business.
And, you know, I think Rhode Island's well known for its jewelry industry. You're one of the companies that have been able to go through multiple generations and still grow and expand and touch really most every retailer in America. Talk about what the key to that in growing the business and sustaining the business.
The key to that is being adaptable, being agile, adapting to different economic climates in such fast time. You know, when we have a strong economy, it allows me to go out and really source some of the more rare exotic pearls, build jewelry and very precious metals, whether it be 14 or 18 karat gold, a lot of diamonds. But, you know, when the economy is affected, we have to kind of switch our game plan up, create some more affordable price points, and really cater to the market and to the mass customer. So our jewelers definitely need us to be in tune to, you know, what is selling across North America, and to be able to adapt our product development according to the economic climate and what people are really able to afford.
Talk a little bit about the range of different pearls that you're sourcing and who those retailers are. I mean, it's everybody from a J.C. Penney all the way up to the most elite jewelers in the country.
So we have two companies that we run out of East Providence. One is our brand Imperial Pearl, that we sell very fine quality jewelry, and under Imperial Pearl we sell to 3,000 of the finest jewelers. Now we have another company that supplies mass retailers, a totally different product line, but under that company we supply all the Macy's, the J.C. Penney's, the Kohl's of the world.
Where are you seeing growth? Is this a good economy? Low unemployment, high, you know, stock markets at record levels. We've had it sustained since the Great Recession for about 10 years. Big tax cuts to the wealthy. Is the phone ringing off the hook from the most wealthy folks calling your retailers, who are then calling you guys?
Yeah, we do some private clients with some really exquisite pieces, but what we're seeing in terms of the business climate in different changes is we're seeing so much of sales switch to digital. And I'm, you know, privy to information behind the scenes from some of our largest customers, and to see what used to be 15% of a company's sales online on their website, now at about 50, even 60% of their entire sales online. So that's definitely a challenge for us to constantly adapt to a more digital growth. And in doing so, we create digital content. Our photography is very important. Our product descriptions are important. So we are linked up to our system, to the systems of all of our customers, which is live inventory feeds, top quality photography, and that's really been a major initiative of our company.
Are you helping them build their pearl brands with the style of photography and the level of creativity that
Absolutely. From merchandising to photography to product descriptions, even to videos from the pearl farms. Today's consumer is an extremely educated consumer. They want to know about the product they're buying, where it comes from, who's behind it, and how it's made. So we go out to the pearl farms. We actually film the whole process of the mollusks in the water, our farmers tending to them, caring for those mollusks. And then all the way up through our jewelry manufacturing process, right in East Providence, our master jewelers behind the polishing wheel. So we create these little clips that are about 45 seconds that go and live on our customer's website, so that the consumer can actually see the beauty behind the product that we're selling. And that really helps our customers a lot.
And where do you purchase from? Where do you source from?
So different,
absolutely. Give some examples.
Absolutely. So different pearls come from different regions of the world. And the rarity of a pearl determines the value of a pearl. So for some of our more common pearls, we'll go to China, which is home to the freshwater pearls. For that classic white high luster pearl, we go to Japan. That's home of the Japanese Akoya pearl. And then for some of our really high-end, more rare pearls, we go to the Philippines, Australia, and Tahiti. And those are home to the South Sea variety of pearls. A black pearl comes from only Tahiti. And we go to the Philippines for our golden pearl. Now these pearls are natural color, extremely rare, and the reason that they're these natural colors is because those oysters that give life to those pearls are indigenous to those regions and those regions alone. If you took a Tahitian mollusk and moved it to a different area, it wouldn't have the right plankton in the water to survive the temperatures. So we have to actually go all over the world collecting these gemstones.
And you have to go, and unfortunately, you're the one who gets to go to Tahiti, et
Yeah,
cetera.
yeah. It's a tough, you know, it's a tough job. Someone's got to do it. But it was the job of my grandfather. He forged these relationships. Then my father went, and now it's my turn.
Absolutely.
So I'm jumping on those planes and flying out.
Josh, talk a little bit about, there's a very unusual situation every December, the first 3 weeks.
Yes, yeah.
That you guys actually let sort of the Rhode Island, southern New England consumer into the secret vaults and have a retail experience, and you sell direct.
So we're direct B2B only.
Yeah.
But for those 3 weekends in December,
just
the 3 weekends, Friday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., we open up for what we call the holiday sale. It's become a huge event here right in East Providence, 795 Waterman Avenue in East Providence, where you know, all the consumers from Rhode Island, all of our ladies come in groups a lot of the time with their families, and we open it up. It's a big sample sale, and we're actually selling to the customers at the same price, wholesale prices that we would supply a jeweler. So there's no markup. It's an amazing opportunity. If you're looking for a self-purchase, maybe some of our ladies have always wanted that high-quality strand of pearls, and now they can get it for the actual price the jeweler is paying. Or maybe it's a time where you want to go buy some little gifts for your friends. But as far as price points, anywhere from a little, you know, a gift that could go in a stocking stuffer, all the way up to an heirloom piece that's very, very, you know,
and what's
exclusive.
the top line? Give us a little ballpark. I know.
So
I don't want to, you know, scare the universe, but.
So we do have stocking stuffer price points all day long.
$100.
And under. But some of our higher price points, I just finished a necklace for a private customer who lives out in Portsmouth, and it was $120,000.
Nice.
So
we will all be over
there.
there.
Australian White South Sea, beautiful necklace.
And just to put it in perspective, in a good Rhode Island vernacular, it's up the street from Providence Country Day. Just to be able to, you know, where the Almax used to be. Talk about how you worked with Commerce Corporation in helping to sustain the business, grow the business, and get more efficient. Because really, all of us are always looking at efficiency standpoint.
We're really thankful to Commerce Corporation. You know, they really came through for us in a clutch. It was a huge initiative of ours to reduce our carbon footprint. It's very important in our business because our product, the pearl, is reliant on the health of our world's oceans. So it's so important for us to do our part in reducing our carbon footprint. The Commerce Corporation helped us to fund an entire solar installation on the roof of our building. So now our factory in East Providence runs 100% off of solar energy, which is just amazing for us. So it's reduced our electric bills and also has helped us to be you know, a responsible member of the world's community in reducing our carbon footprint.
And how is the process? You know, I think everybody, and you know, be blunt and honest about it. You know, I think everybody gets a little skitsy about having to deal with government and going through any type of process and review and bureaucrats and paperwork and etc. How long did the process take? What was the experience you had?
It was a couple months. It was just to be, you know, concise. It was a fantastic process. It was very easy. They met with us. They understood our needs. They came through for us when we needed that little loan to do our solar installation, and from start to finish, they couldn't have been you know, more supportive, more kind on a personal level, and we really left that relationship feeling great about what they had done for us. So you know, I can't say enough.
Wonderful. Josh Bazar, thank you so much.
An absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Imperial Pearl, third generation import and direct sale to the biggest retailers and the most provocative jewelry companies in the world. We're excited to have him here. Appreciate you taking the time to come on.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And we're going to be back in about 15 minutes with another guest. It's going to be Megan Decker from G Media talking about what's going on in blockchain. I want to thank everybody for tuning in at the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, and then we'll have the 4 o'clock hour. Thanks so much.